If I'm going to live stream, I'm going to do it with something to drink. That's for sure. And I don't mean, so I mean LaCroix. LaCroix. I'm going to put some, once I figure out how to open this up, I guess just from the end, I'm going to go ahead and use some lemon essential oil. Hello, Edward Smart. Hello, Kilted Garner. My go-to during the summer. All right, so we're gonna make egg roll in a bowl, and I didn't have a really good thumbnail for that. It was just me, because Trina just got back from a walk. Walked Stella for about 3 miles, and I'm like, I got a live stream. But I've been looking forward to this meal. Where's my lemon? My orange, where's my lemon? Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was looking for my lemon. Hey, I got ripped off. I certainly did. So I saw this on Wish. This is way long time ago. Spike the vodka just like I got this on Wish. Or I found this on Wish, doTERRA's Digest Zen, right? Wish is that site where you pay $2 instead of $40. So I thought, wow, now this is before I became an advocate. I said, wow, let me buy 2 of those. I bought 2 of them. They came 4 months later, and you know what it is? It's a plastic bottle with oil in it, not essential oil. Just oil. So I'm going to throw them out because I don't know what's in it. It's a Chinese company. And it didn't have a safety seal or anything. I was so mad. But like I said, I bought it before I started selling essential oils. And I was just trying to see if it was, if this was going to be the same product, and it isn't. And I'm afraid of it, as a matter of fact. Yeah, so here's this, and then there's this fake stuff. They used doTERRA's name too, so I don't know how they can get away with that. But I'm gonna get some ice in a cup. You're gonna go away, puppy. Somebody, Leah Henson Lawrence. Okay, so my friend Leah is. I sampled her. You have to go away. You can't be here right now. You have to go away. Thank you. Stella. Friend of mine just texted me. I've been having really good luck with my essential oils, contacting people and people responding. Strangely enough. So let's get this going. We're gonna do about 2 drops. Oops, that was a little more, but it's going to be extra lemony, of essential oil supplement. So the only way you can take do it internally is if it says essential oil supplement, because that's regulated. So now, yes, adding vodka to this would be nice, but it's a little early. So All right, so I've already shredded the carrots, and I have a bunch of chopping to do. I'm touching my face. I'm touching my face. This recipe calls for 3 carrots shredded. I'll show you that in a minute. 5 cups of cabbage. Now, this company obviously wanted me to know it was organic. I think somebody was having a bad day. It calls for a chopped sweet onion, but I'm not going to use this whole thing. Probably going to use half of it. A good finger or thumb of ginger, 3 or 4 garlic cloves. I will mince it this time. Calls for a cup or so of chicken broth. I'm using my chicken stock. Some tamari or amino acids. Coconut aminos, and sesame oil. It does call for sesame seeds as well, but I don't have any sesame seeds. I'm not going to worry about that. And the meat is ground turkey. So I always do my my ground from frozen in the pan. So that's what I'm going to do right now with some olive oil. So let's get some lights on. Let's see if we can move some things out of the... Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, so light. We're going to get this pan going. Hold on. There we go. And you guys, when you have a coated pan like this, never, ever, ever let it sit with nothing in it, because it's deadly to animals and probably to us too. Okay. Sorry, I had to turn off the light in the basement. Okay. I'm coming. Can we get this open? Did I open it enough? There we go. Okay. Yikes, I have to wash my hands. Gross. That'll start up in a minute. And while I'm washing my hands, could you just watch that for me, please, as it starts to saute? And then I'll look at the chat in a minute. All right, so we're going to get that going. Starting to saute right now, so you don't have to stare at that. Here I am. Okay, so Elisa's here, Celtic Gardener's here, Edward Smart is here, and there's 3 other people here who haven't thumbs up. That sounds great. I haven't had a potato hash in a while. I used to make it all the time for my husband. So here are the carrots, you guys. A tower of carrots. I think we need some light on that. There we go. Okay. And we're going to put that right. Whoa, hey, what's going on here? Things are falling all over the place. Oops. So got that in there. Rinse this, get another one. So that's done. And then we pull out another one. Da-da-da. I can turn that down now. I need the splatter shield. Okay. All right, so next we need to do the onion. Oh, by the way, this isn't my recipe. This is, I will put it in the chat. I'll go find it and show you which one we're doing. So, Pinterest. Or, wow, we're moving slow. Whether I've made them myself or written the recipe myself or somebody else has. So this recipe you'll find under gluten-free, just because it seemed like the best place to put it. Okay. It is paleo and it is keto. So that recipe is right here. Egg roll in a bowl. So there you go. There's that. And let's get chopping. I'm using my new Cutco knife. All right. Onion. I think I'll use half of it. Did you see that? Oh, no. Okay, the core of this is a problem for sure. But I can get that out. Storage, summer storage for onions for me is kind of difficult. Our basement isn't cool enough. Our basement isn't cool enough to store them down there. So let's get this core out. That's pretty easy. We'll just like that, and then I'm going to cut off the top too. That cuts out all of that. I'm going to have to do that for this one as well. I'm going to start here, do that. You know, I mean, don't waste your food. If you know it's not going to kill you, like I know this isn't going to kill me. This is pretty bad though, all the way to here though. So save what you can. Save what you can. Don't throw it out because it's blemished. So considering that, I may have to, because I didn't see this side, I may have to take, I guess I'm going to use the whole onion then. Okay. So, all right, who's here? Onions always seem to sprout on me. These didn't sprout. These didn't even wait to sprout. These just... So, I'm in training for doTERRA, which I'm on a team of people, and we're trying to reach what they call elite. Elite is a level in the marketing company that will actually help me pay for my oils. Because right now, you know, I don't get free oils. I don't even get free oils to sample people with. So I think I'm going to get there. I'm having pretty good luck. I've been sampling a lot of people, and people are very interested. It is pricey though, so I'm glad that many of my my friends are well established, so much more than me, you know. That may be enough. I don't know. What do you think? We have that many. I think that's enough for me. I don't need any more than that. So we'll just put this over here. So my hope is that after we get done with this intense training, I mean, we have 4 assignments a day usually, and sometimes one assignment is an hour or 2 long. Okay. I got to find some place to put these. And that, I mean, I have to do the work to get where I want to go, right? If I want doTERRA to be my retirement plan where I'm making money, just a little bit of money on top of my pension, because I have a pension, then I got to do the work up front. That's all there is to it. So there's the onion. Egg roll in a bowl, and Why isn't that going okay? There we go. Okay. So we're using turkey instead of beef. Better turn this back up. And I'm cooking it from frozen, so I have to keep flipping it. But yeah, egg roll in a bowl. It's keto and paleo and gluten-free because we're using tamari, or you can use coconut aminos. So you see, I just turned that. I'm going to chop that up like that. We'll do this here. Turn that back up. All right, so next thing we have to do, we have to grate some ginger. And how do I want to do this? I do want to use this, and I want to use this side. I'm going to use this side. So this is organic ginger. I'm just going to scrape off a little bit, but I'm not going to be worried about all the peel. I do want to get rid of those, though, those eyes. Okay. And then I'm going to take a spoon. Oops. Take a spoon. Sorry, I'm making lots of noise. Take a spoon and scrape it off a little bit. I'm not really that worried about it. So if I don't get it all off, like I said, this is organic. I'm not worried about it. By the way, this to me is the easiest way to peel ginger. It's with a spoon. Watch out that you don't scrape your knuckles, and you can certainly chop this some other way. You don't have to do it this way. As a matter of fact, I may use my bullet on this piece because, yeah, I may use the bullet. Rico, Bizarre Foods. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. My lives are usually a little bit small. I don't advertise them that much. So if you're not used to being here and you were looking for lots of folks, usually that doesn't happen, but thank you for coming. And watch your knuckles. Just like, I'm not bleeding, so it's okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna use the bullet because see, all the fiber came out, and I want the fiber in there. So we will scrape it first. A little bit of carrot in there. Turn this back down. Home, just chilling with you guys. Thank you, Elisa. I really appreciate it. Elisa's like one of my most loyal followers, and Kilda Gardner was my first subscriber outside of family and friends. Still remember that. Okay, so that's good enough. We'll cut this. I'll get the bullet over here and we'll get that going because I don't want to wreck my knuckles. So hold on. Please watch this. Don't let it go anywhere. Yeah, there's no reason to. So we will move that to the side. Put the bullet there. Make a loud noise, so just be patient. Cover your ears if you don't want it. If you don't want to hear it. Still some big chunks in there, but I can at least get this, and then we can do the rest of that. It makes fast work of it. There's no reason for me to. Good. Sorry about that. There we go. That's enough. I'll look at the chat in just a minute. All right. Get this out of the way, and then we'll work on the garlic and then the cabbage. But let's see what's going on. Hey, Sugar Love, good to see you. How are you?
Not too shabby. Thanks for asking.
Siri, I wasn't talking to you. Go away. Siri, go away. Thank you. Okay, so I need 3 or more, probably 5 garlic cloves. So, good to see all of you. I haven't seen I haven't been around a lot. I mean, I've been uploading and I've done my, at least my Monday lives for sure. But I've been really busy. I thought this summer would be easier because I wasn't doing the show, but then I started doing my doTERRA training, and boy, craziness. Yeah, so they said 3 cloves of garlic. I'm going to do 5, not that one apparently. Man, this kitchen gets hot. So I'm not going to throw it away. Remember, don't throw it away if you can just trim it off. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna get my pounder. Wow, that's hot. Holy. So my dishwasher just finished and everything is steaming hot. So we're gonna crush it. We're going to crush it to get it out of the skin. So that's just like that, right? Simple. Then we're going to cut it up. So crush it first. Get it out of the skin. Boy, this looks like a mess. Sometimes garlic can be very sticky, so be patient with it. Have something to wipe your hands off on. And don't crush too much. You could destroy it. But that way it helps release the allicin. Allicin is the compound in the garlic that helps you fight viruses and other bad things. Viruses and bacteria. Okay, there we go. All right, I have to blow my nose. Watch that. Don't let it go anywhere. It is hot in this kitchen. Hot, hot, hot. Let me do this and I'll be right. Now look at the chat. Egg roll in a bowl. Egg roll in a bowl. Hey. Ooh, there's lots of God, the good one? What? God, the good one. Hello. I am honored. I'm honored that all of you are here, but that's amazing. God, the good one is in London or England or someplace like that. So anyway, egg roll. Ouch, that's hot. Egg roll in a bowl. Insane in the brain, or whatever it is. All right, so we have our garlic and our ginger right there. We're just, I got to chop it. I forgot. I got so sidetracked by God, the good one. God, the good one. And I like to keep my garlic just a little bit bigger than most people because that's what I like to do. Because I don't like, I like the flavor of garlic, but if it gets smaller than that, then to me, it tends to overpower the dish. And we don't want that. So I'm going to move this aside. And we're going to work with the cabbage next. Just like that. See that? So the cabbage, I need 5 cups of cabbage. 5 cups. And like I said, somebody must have been mad the day that they were packaging this. This is organic! Chill. So hopefully it's easy to take off. It's a lot of tape to let us know that it's organic. And it's okay if you remove the outer leaves. You'll probably be removing a lot of the dirt with it. So usually I save the outer leaves when I'm doing sauerkraut to push the cabbage under the brine. But I'm not going to keep these. This looks pretty good. God, this is a good knife. So this is my new Cutco knife. Yorkshire, England. And I won't even try an accent. I was a theater major, but I'm not that good. Okay, got that done. Put this aside because I don't know if I'll need it yet. And let me see, I think I'm going to cut it down. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. So, of course, you could do this in a food processor, but I prefer to cut my cabbage to a width that I can control. And this big piece for me, and just like that. Oh, this will be done. So, egg roll in a bowl, egg roll in a bowl. That's what we're doing. And it is messy, and it's a lot of chopping, and I am throwing things all over the place. It's too thick. Oh, you guys, you know I don't look at the chat when there's a knife involved. I've done that before, and that was like one of the biggest mistakes I made. So. I'll look at the chat in a minute. Watch your fingers. Use your good technique. And we'll save that. That's plenty of cabbage. Yep. Okay. So I am going to move this aside. And we're going to look at the burger. So yep, there's our cabbage. That's a lot of cabbage, but you know that it's gonna wither, wilt down. Okay, let's bring you over here. See what's going on. I can start really working this now. It's mostly melted. I mean, it's mostly cooked through. So this is ground turkey instead of beef. Troy and I rarely eat beef. We did veganuary back in January, which was not good for me, but it really got us away from, we were doing steak every Friday, so it really got us away from beef products. And now we use mostly turkey or chicken. We're eating mostly turkey or chicken for meat protein, and only from people we know, farmers we know, or we know have good practices. So I wonder how many of you are cooking more at home since the pandemic, or are you ordering out? Troy and I ordered out a couple times, but then I didn't like how people were waiting to pick up their food, so I chose not to do that anymore. Wonder why she is buffering, or is it me? Am I buffering? I will tell you this. It is 6 o'clock on the west side of St. Paul, and it is windy, so I may be buffering. Am I still buffering? Because it doesn't say I'm buffering on this side. What is that button up there? Oh, I can insert an ad if I want to. I can just click and insert an ad. Can I try that? You were cooking more at home. You guys, no, I won't insert an ad, but I could just, let's see. If you can skip it, skip it. I'm just going to insert an ad and see what happens. Ad inserted. Maybe that's, do you guys see an ad? Yeah, cooking more from home, definitely. Yeah, I always cook at home though, because I have, wheat allergies, and I'm not celiac, and I'm not necessarily gluten-free. I eat gluten-free because I've got a wheat sensitivity. Okay, so you didn't see an ad. Maybe that ad will come up in the replay. So I could say, okay, you guys, I'm going to insert an ad right here. So, and there we go. So for the replay, you can make sure you put an ad where you want to put it. That's interesting. Okay. So this is done. And like I said, I may buffer because it's a super windy day. And let's see what we're going to do next. We're going to put this off to the side. And I'm sure I'm going to be sauteing some vegetables over here. So let's move this back here. I'm going to move you. We may buffer. We may buffer. We may buffer. A buffer. A buffering. Okay, so we're going to use some peanut oil on this. Let me get my big old peanut oil. So I sold my cast iron wok, you guys. I wasn't ever using it, Carrot. I wasn't ever using it. It was a beautiful wok. So yeah, buffering. Okay, not buffering. I've sold a lot of, let's see if you can see me, a lot of stuff in the last couple of weeks. Okay. We're going to add the onion and saute for 3 or 4 minutes. Sorry, it's the I had cayenne pepper. And then carrots, and then the vegetables, and we're going to put it together, and we're going to add. Oh my gosh! Sorry. Shredded carrots, garlic, and ginger. Okay, so we're going to do the onions first, though. I did put in the chat. It's not ready yet. I did put the recipe. I will put it in the description box down below after the show. But I like this. I've done this recipe twice before. When it was when I was doing mostly paleo. And I like it because it's actually very fast. And it is tasty. Let me put something over the keyboard. I haven't had to adjust this recipe at all. You know how I adjust for my taste? The only thing I have to do that I'll probably, I'm going to put some red pepper flake in it. But I'll do that at the end because if I put it in now, it would bloom and it would make it too hot. Bless you. Thank you. B2B lady. All right. So I'm cooking live. I'm trying to cook live every Monday and Wednesday because Monday is a gluten-free day. Every day is a gluten-free day, but I try to do a specifically gluten-free paleo or something recipe like that. And then I get the carrots in there. And then I like to do a salad. This is a new thing, like for the last 2 months, since COVID actually. Do a salad on Wednesdays. We've done some really interesting salads. So here goes the ginger, and here goes the garlic. So it was a lot of ginger and garlic. Get that ginger and garlic all the way through. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. And then we're going to put the cabbage in, I believe. Got to look at the recipe. Pork chicken. Oh, okay. Okay, so I need to. We're going to put the turkey in there. Oops, tossing it all over. What'd you do, Elisa? I've been busy with yes, excellent. I saw that thing that you made, the thing that looked like a house with the gears. That was awesome. Okay, I gotta taste it. Lots of ginger that's coming through. It's good. Okay. I'm just trying to, okay, a 4th cup of broth. So this is my chicken stock. It's usually very gelatinous. That's why it looks that way. It's gelatinous. So you could do this in 1 pot. You don't have to do it in 2 pots. Okay. Side, okay, you guys, I'm checking the recipe. Add cabbage, coconut meat, soy sauce, vinegar. So all the stuff. Okay. Remember, this is going to cook down. Don't burn your fingers. But you want to break up that cabbage. I bet you Stella wants this. Stella, you want a piece of cabbage? There you go. I also have a carrot treat for you. You want a carrot treat? Finish your cabbage. She loves greens. Okay, you want a carrot treat? Here's a carrot treat. Okay, go away. She absolutely loves carrots. See? Oh, now you're seeing my messy house, but I think that's adorable. All right, let's see how this is. I gotta get, sorry, I gotta get the, so 2 to 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. 1, it's just under, 2, 3. I'm gonna put one more because this is more like a teaspoon. Okay. And then rice wine vinegar. 2 teaspoons, so just a little bit. 1, 2 teaspoons. Salt and pepper to taste, or everything seasoning. About a tablespoon of everything seasoning. Eggroll in a bowl. We're going to have so much of this. I'm going to have great lunches. Look at this. Doesn't that look terrific? Look at all that cabbage. Oh, I can't wait to taste it. Now, you can put this over rice, but it's not necessary. That piece is too big. I might as well just eat that. Flavors are terrific. You have any big chunky pieces of chunky pieces of cabbage you need to break down. All right, watch that for a second. I'm going to add some red pepper flake, not that much. There we go. That should heat it up quite nicely. I'm going to have to taste this. Something tells me I'm going to want more ginger, but all right. Let's go ahead and taste this real quick. Yes, I'm going in for seconds. I'm just trying to see. So dark. Move it back. Whew. This is a good one. Is she going to put an egg in there? Nope. Because it's not fried rice. I'm not doing an egg fried rice. I'm doing egg roll in a bowl. Egg roll in a bowl. Yeah, the egg wouldn't. If I was doing rice alongside this, I probably would do a fried rice. But I'm not because we're doing paleo today. It tastes like an egg roll in a bowl. I do need to add a few things though. I don't want to cook it too much. I'm going to turn it off and add garlic. I thought I had ginger here. There's the ginger. I'm going to add more ginger or more garlic, just garlic powder. About a tablespoon for all of this. And okay, I guess I have to do something different. About a tablespoon of ginger powder. Probably, yeah, that's enough. And then I'll add I think I'm going to add a little bit more tamari. Now, I would love to take this out and put it in a gluten-free wrapper of some sort, but there we go. All right. You guys, I think we have a winner here. A little bit more red pepper flake. A little bit more soy sauce or tamari. I'm going to go with a tablespoon. Stir that around. I probably should make some rice for Troy. So this is, by itself, it is paleo and keto. If you just want a healthy meal and you wanted some starch, I would add some rice. If you want to add beef, you can add beef. So let's taste this now that I added all the good stuff. Then we're going to get a glass of wine and sit outside because it actually is pretty lovely out. Hey, Stella. Oh, yeah, Stella and her carrot. Okay. That was exactly what we needed. So I had about 3.5 tablespoons of fresh ginger and 5 cloves of garlic, and it only called for 3 cloves of garlic. Where's my lid? Where'd I do my? But then I added the extra ginger and garlic and red pepper flake and tamari. These recipes online, people always under season, and they do that so that tender tongues don't get hurt. When I first started writing recipes, I was, where is it, Cooks or not Cooks.com? Was it Cooking? Right, where I posted recipes, and people would always complain that there was too much heat. Oh, am I buffering? Hi, Iron Dog. We just finished the egg roll in a bowl. You want to see it? There it is. So when I first started posting recipes, writing recipes, I got a lot of flack about how things were too hot, how there was too much flavor and all that. So I understand that when I borrow somebody else's recipe, I'm gonna end up seasoning more. Okay, this place is a mess. That That's a pretty spoon, isn't it? I wonder where that came from. Nice and shiny. It's not mine. But I think it's time for a glass of wine. So I'm going to put you over here while I get my glass. And we'll go sit outside because it's a pleasant day, actually. And I'll tell you, we'll talk about what's going on. I will tell you this, you guys. I have to stop. Oh, there it is. I have to stop looking at the COVID counts. I have to. Because it's making me crazy. Oh, and I want to show you something I did too. Okay. Go away, Bee. Gotta shut the door before all the flies get in. So you're looking at what I want to show you. I switched the layers. So I don't know if you can tell, but I harvested yesterday. I don't know if you can see it. But I switched the layers so that the tomatoes and the beans are now in the second layer because they need to, we have this on here because the tomatoes are going to grow up and over. And the beans are already starting to wrap around. So what we're trying to train it to wrap around this. Cilantro's doing okay. Dill is doing really well. The lettuce looks terrible, but it's not. Cilantro, oregano, chives. So it was super easy, because the lettuce was in the middle. This was on top, and this was on the bottom, which is totally backwards. So here's all my herbs. Then it's my things that are going to end up draping, like my peppers, my beans, and my tomatoes. They're all going to end up going up and over. And then the lettuce doesn't like the heat so much, so I moved it down to the bottom. Whew. So there it is, you guys. We made a meal in an hour, and we still have time to talk. Stella's lighting. Hey, Baba Goonie, how are you? How are you? The numbers are inflated. Iron Dog, I know. I'm still laughing about wearing a mask. I know the numbers are. I understand. You have to understand though that I'm afraid to go back to school, and that's my right. We are making plans for us to go back to school, but there in the plan it says we also have a clause in our reopening statement that says, or a template for when a teacher dies, template for when a student dies. Now we always have a template for when a student dies, but it's template for when a teacher dies of COVID, and then what we do once a building has an infection, and it's just frightening. I mean, you can believe what you want about the disease, but when they're planning for teachers to die, and they're not hyping it up. They have to do that. That's part of the plan. It's just frightening. I know I have to go back to work. I'm just afraid, and I will readily admit that. And I think it's okay that I feel that way. I try to avoid conversations about it, and that's why also I'm going to stop. Hey, Dad's Vintage Garage. That's why I'm also going to stop looking at the news every 5 minutes. If I am buffering, let me know. I'm sitting outside and it's windy. Thank you, Mama Goonie. Hey, Angel, how are you? Thank you for joining. Those of you who have joined my Facebook page, it means a lot to me. Your participation is great. I don't expect you to click on every video or anything, but it's really nice, those of you that are participating and hanging out with me and meeting new friends. So if you haven't joined Kicking It with Karen Beyond Sauerkraut group on Facebook, I invite you to do that. There are a couple rules, and especially about videos. If you are going to post your own videos, they really have to be about health and well-being. You can post any pictures as long as they're appropriate, but if you're going to have somebody click from my group to your video, please make sure that it's about health and well-being, because I want to keep it consistent. Like I said, you can post any pictures. I have Chef and More posts pictures of her food, and then she puts a link in there. I kind of wish she wouldn't, but that's okay. She does. But today she did a how to be healthy now video. I thought that was perfectly fine, and it only adds to the community about how to be healthy now. So feel free to join, and I look forward to seeing you there. I have no idea, B-Lady. I think if I join your Facebook page, won't that expose all my personal friends and family to all your page? I don't think so. Nobody gets the Daddy Curb stuff. His is a public group too. Nobody gets the Daddy Curb stuff that doesn't want to see it. Troy doesn't see Daddy Curb stuff on his page unless I put it on his page. None of my fermenting friends end up on any of my friends' page, so I don't think so. I don't think that's a thing. So, well, so we've looked at the plants. We've talked about COVID and why I'm going to stop looking at COVID. By the way, I'm starting to get more scarves and go back to my roots like I did when I was in North Carolina. Do you like this or not? I think it's better than just an old raggedy puffball, and I can tie it in all sorts of different ways. What do you think? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. And is pink a good color on me? Or have I aged out of pink? Somebody, let me know. You decide what you want to do, B-Lady. I just know that Troy doesn't get the stuff. Hey, Carter's Eat, how are you? You know we're ending in 2 minutes. But we did make an egg roll in a bowl, and it's paleo and keto. You don't have to have it paleo and keto. You can make a batch of rice. You can make some fried rice if you want. But oh, thank you. Pink is for everybody. Great. Good. Hey, white picket fence. Thank you. So you like it? I tied it myself. Well, I know how to tie scarves. I mean, having been in an African dance company, I tied so many gele. Is it gele? Carter's Eat? Lisa, is it gele? I think it's Gele, gele, right? You know that. Oh, thank you. I like my little knot too. I appreciate it. So white picket fence must be a friend of come by Wednesday morning. I have something for you. Iron Dog, I will if I am not. See, this is what's messed up. I start my doTERRA training at 6:30 in the morning. As soon as Troy leaves, I jump on it. I have to, because it may take me 5 hours and I still want to do a video or want to do this oh my God. I thought I was signing up for, but it's work. And you know, I'm a workaholic. I will work. I will make it. If I make something happen. I think one of the best ways to increase your health and well-being now is to take control of your finances. And I highly, highly recommend, what is YNAB? Thankfully, Troy and I took care of our finances. After we moved into this house, we had some financial troubles because we were living on credit cards. And because we were going to school, and we were like, oh my God, I think we were $18,000 buried from credit card debt. That's not the school debt. The school debt's a whole different thing. I have a close family relative that is extremely irresponsible with their money, and it's stressing them out. And it's stressing me out because I'm afraid I'm going to have to pay for a major expense. Yes. So anyway, Troy said, "This is crazy. You're working hard. I'm working hard, and we have nothing." So Troy bought, no kidding, home finance for dummies, or finance for dummies, one of those. It changed our life. The first thing we did is we went to a cash budget, and we had that cash in the house. We had, at that time, this was enough. We had $50 for groceries. We had $20 for dog supplies. We had all these envelopes. We had our personal money in the envelope. And so until we could learn to control that cash, we didn't go back to using any credit cards. And we had to pay off all that credit card debt. We were able to pay off that credit card debt, $18,000 in 1 year, just by being thoughtful about our spending. The next thing we did was we closed all of our credit card accounts, and then we got one credit card that was going to serve us somehow. It was going to serve us. So at that time, we weren't eligible for American Express because we had our credit score was maybe a 6 instead of what is it now? I think it's 8 point something. But so it was a Juniper credit card. If we paid it off every month, there was no fee attached. There's no yearly fee. There's nothing like that. We got in really good standing with that credit card, and we were still on a cash budget. Oh my God. They're hugging and kissing and dancing over there. Oh, these people. Anyway, the next thing we did was we were eligible for an American Express. So we kept the Juniper open and only used it once a month. And we were responsible enough, we felt at that point, that we put everything on the American Express, everything, and then paid everything off at the end of the month. So months that we traveled, that was kind of scary. But remember, we have saved all the money at this point. We've saved all the money because we were on a cash budget. We paid off our debt. What we did when we were paying off that, when we didn't have that credit card debt anymore, we were paying ourselves that money for another 1 or 2 years that we would have been paying off the credit card debt. We had a huge stockpile of money so that when we, in the bank, so that when we put everything on the American Express account, and even if we were going on a vacation, at the end of the month, we were able to pay that off. The best part about this was, so we had a car payment for a while. We'll never have a car payment again. Sorry. We'll never have a car payment again. The best part was when we didn't have our car payment anymore, we took that car payment money and put it in a car account. In 2013, I wrote a $19,000 check for my Honda Fit. I wrote a $19,000 check, and we had the money to do it. To 2013, from all that debt to buying a car with a check. Of course, they put it through the thing. Did they really have the money? Did they really have the money? And the money came out of our account, and I drove home with a new, brand spanking new Honda Fit, $19,000. Now, of course, I wanted a Honda Fit. I didn't want a Mercedes, right? I never bought a new car up until that point. But I wrote a check for it. If I had financed it, it would have been $40,000 by the time I was done financing it. So, I never bought a new car, but it's also the car I'm going to have until we get in the RV. Yeah, right, Lynx Acres? Yep, I'm gonna drive this car until it dies too. I mean, you guys know what I drive. It's not like I got myself a but but buying it new, I had the 2-year warranty. I did not buy the extended warranty, but I found a good mechanic, and that car I will probably sell it for Honda Fits that are between 1 and 2 years old, or excuse me, 1 and 15 years old, usually go, if they're in great shape, which ours is, go for anywhere between 8 and $15,000, depending on what shape it's in. So I'm not looking for the 15,000, but I know I'll be able to sell it for 8 because I take good care of it. Because I inserted an ad. You can, Lisa, there's a there's a thing up here, up in the corner of now that you can insert an ad in the middle of your chat. I was just experimenting with it. So thank you. Anyway, so that you're right, Linksacres, and thank you for bringing that up. Your financial security is what you need to get in control during this pandemic. And even, I mean, start controlling it, even if it's hard, start controlling your spending. How are you, New Kitchen World? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. We did do the egg roll in a bowl, and I made it so that it's paleo and keto, but if you want to add rice and put it over rice, you can. I don't know if we're going to, unless Troy wants to have it with rice, but it's dang good. The only thing I had to do was add more ginger, more garlic, and I did it in the form of powder rather than fresh. So I used fresh ginger and garlic in the initial flavoring or the initial seasoning. And then after I tasted it, I added more powder or some garlic, granulated garlic, and ginger powder, and more red pepper flake to spice it up. And if you scroll way back up, unless I do this, I will do this. Here is the recipe if you want it. And it's good. This is my 3rd time doing it. Egg roll in a bowl. If I buffer, it's because it's windy and I'm outside and it's finally cool. So there it is, egg roll in a bowl. Enjoy. And we've had our glass of wine. So I think we're going to end this, you guys. It's been an hour and almost 10 minutes. I will be live streaming again on Wednesday, and that's all I'm promising because of this doTERRA training. This training. I know it's going to help me succeed. I am not complaining about it at all. And I have a great team of people. Most of them are from the East Coast. All of them are from the East Coast. I'm the only one from the Midwest. Nobody from the West Coast. So we're training in teams. And we've become fast friends, and we're really supporting each other. So, hey lady, plus it pays you more. I'm a goonie. What? Higher, New Kitchen World. I'm a goonie. I have that YT special, etc. No ads. What? B lady, you have to email me or Facebook. Oh, and I have not figured out what's going on Facebook, but I will tell you this. I was blocked from posting on my own group because I posted too much, they said, because it looked like spam. It's like it's my group. I'm responding to everyone. So I sent a message to Facebook. I haven't received anything back. So I don't know. Okay. But can you send me? You can send me a Facebook message, right? Can you send me what you're talking about right now? Because I have no idea what you're talking about. Is that the? Oh, oh, it's so nice out. So, bee lady, what are you talking about? Can you just give me a hint? You have the Facebook special no ads. What does that mean? I am distracted by bee lady. Yep, YouTube Premiere or whatever. I will message you. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys. We've been going an hour and 12 minutes. I want to remind you to sustain your mind and body with good thoughts and good food. I want you to focus on your dreams and I want you to seek tranquility. You know, if you seek tranquility, you will at least find love, hope, and joy. All right. I wanted to say namaste, but that's not me. So, see you later. Thank you so much for coming. I'll try to do a better thumbnail. Okay. Bye. Okay, ending the. How come I could never end my streams? Okay, trying to end the stream. There we go. All right.